Good morning, everyone. Today is March 11, 2026 at exactly 10:09 a.m. We'll be having an opening of bids for one goods project and a pre-bid conference for 18 civil works projects. So to start with, I request Engineer N. Angel Espinas for your review.
As great Heavenly Father, as we gather here today for the meeting conference, we ask for your guidance in this time for discussions and decisions. Grant us the courage to share our ideas and the unity to work together to understand. Fill us with your grace as we carefully evaluate the needs set before us. All this we ask in the holy name.
For the determination of the column, I request Engineer Telmas to yes.
Good morning, everyone. Today we're holding our opening of bids for one goods project and pre-bid conference for 18 projects for civil works. I would like to present the participants for today's activity. Engineer Rafi Ibanez, Bank Chairperson.
Present.
Mr. Dan Masquera, Bank Vice Chairperson.
Present.
Engineer Robert Samitiano, Regular Member. Engineer Majonic Anas, Provisional Member. Engineer Christine Jean Humakwe Villarisa, Provisional Member and User for Maintenance Projects. Engineer Jose Estoque Jr., Provisional Member and User for Construction Projects. Engineer Martin Operio, Head TWG. Engineer Resurrection Watson Jr., Member TWG. Engineer Koilan Mosue, Member TWG. Engineer Jomar Oxon, Member TWG. Engineer Francis Leo Alawod, Member TWG. Engineer Alan Joy Rombines, Member TWG. Engineer John Mark Manalo, Member TWG. Engineer Harold Licada, Member TWG. Yours truly, Engineer Telma Espinas, Associate Bank Secretariat. Engineer N. Angel Espinas, Member Bank Secretariat. Architect Golda Mayor Nice, Member Bank Secretariat. Mrs. Sunshine San Miguel, Member Bank Secretariat. Mrs. Cecil Gonzon, Member Bank Secretariat. Mrs. Rodita Aban, Member Bank Secretariat. Mrs. Mayor Christy Grafani, Member Bank Secretariat. Valerie Sectoro. We have invited observers for this activity, but they are not around. And also, we would like to acknowledge the presence of the various suppliers who drop for the procurement of goods. And we would like to acknowledge the presence of Al Francis is Limapang, the owner of ALG Construction, and the M. Rigondon, liaison officer of D2J Civil Engineering Construction. Welcome, sir. Please be informed that we are live streaming via our YouTube account. I will now turn over the microphone to our bank chairperson, Engineer Rafi Ibanez, for the opening, for the preliminary examination for technical components of the bid.
Thank you, Engineer Telmas and yes. Now we will open the technical proposal for various leaders for 25 GGB 11 procurement of paint and road safety materials for use in the repair, maintenance of services, carriageway and bridge structure along various national roads and bridges district-wide DPWH Talisay and DPWH with approved budget for the contract of 3,459,486 pesos and 42 centavos. With description, supply and delivery of paint and road safety materials. Source of funds, GAA 2025 Routine Maintenance Fund, contract duration 30 calendar days, and cost of leading documents of 5,000 pesos. We have four bidders who drop, four suppliers who drop their bids. Now we'll open the technical proposal of two bids, 13 builders. Two bids. 13. Already marked and sealed. So for the technical proposal, two bids, 13 builders corporation. Bid security in the form of bid security declaration present. Statement of single largest completed contracts similar to the contract to be present. Technical specifications present. Delivery requirements present. Omnibus sworn statement present. After phase present. No, no manpower requirement. So no manpower requirement. Next bidder is MQ Enterprise. Property Martin Seal. Original copy 1, copy 2 present. So for the technical proposal of MQ Enterprises. Bid security in the form of bid security declaration present. Manpower requirements present. Technical specifications present. After sales present. Omnibus sworn statement to be notarized present. Statement of SLC present. Production delivery schedule present. Next leader is Building Construction and School. For the emergency, So for the technical proposal, enabling construction and supply, lead security, in the form of lead securing the current present. SLCC present. Technical specifications present. Delivery schedule and manpower requirements present. After sales present. And omnibus sworn statement duly notarized present. Next leader is D2J Civil Engineering and Construction. Emergency. Original approval committee present. So for the technical proposal of D2J Civil Engineering Construction. Lead security in form of lead security declaration present. Technical specifications present. Production delivery schedule present. Manpower requirements present. After sales parts present. Omnibus sworn statement to the notarized present. Statement of SLCC present. I will proceed to the PWH will conduct the manual eligibility check for our three suppliers. So while waiting for the results of our manual eligibility check, we'll proceed with the pre-bid conference for the procurement of civil works projects or 18 projects. So to continue, may I request Engineer Chloe Stoke.
For pre-bid conference for the procurement of civil works projects. For contract ID number 26DD0008, name of contract, construction of other building, construction of 1 million, 1-story 2CL in Mapatag Elementary School. Its school ID plus 115093, location Mapatag Antique, Hamtic Antique, with coordinates 10.612349 and 121.97077. Location Hamtic Antique. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1-story 2CL. With approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000 pesos. Contract duration is 174 calendar days, include including predetermined and workable base. Source of fund FY 2026 AIP based on GAP. Cost of meeting documents 10,000. Pickup license range from small B. Next is contract ID number 26GB0009. The name of contract is construction of other building, construction of one unit, one story 2CL in Talisay Elementary School. School ID construction of one unit, one story 2CL in Talisay Elementary School. School ID number 114998. Talisay, Bugasong, with coordinates 11.071 990 and 122.066 Location, Bugasong and Tibiao. Scope of work, construction of one unit, one story 2CL. Approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration 174 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AIT based on GA. Cost of billing documents 10,000 pesos. Pickup license small B. Next is contract ID number 26GB0010. Name of contract, construction of other building, construction of one unit, one story 2CL in Tibiao Central School. School ID is 115352 from the Poblacion, Municipality of Tibiao, province of Hamtic, with coordinates 11.286.180 and 112.035730. Coordinates is 122.035730. Contract location Tibiao. Scope of works, construction of one unit, one story 2CL. Approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration 174 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AIP based on GA. Cost of reading documents 10,000. Pickup license small B. Next is contract ID number 26GB0011. End of contract construction of other building, construction of one unit, one story 2CL in Tinubuan, PS. School ID 115335, Barangay Dalong, Municipality of Sibalon, Province of Hamtic, with coordinates 10.743450 and 122.043050. Location Sibalon, Hamtic. Scope of work, construction of one unit, one story 2CL. Approved budget for the contract 5,880,000. Contract duration 174 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AAP based on the cost of billing documents 9,000. Pickup license small B. Next is contract ID number 26GB0012. Name of contract, construction of other building, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL at Kamangahan Elementary School. School ID is 114986. Kamangahan, Bugasong, Hamtic, with coordinates 11.022640 and 122.055410. Location, Bugasong, Hamtic. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL. Approval yet for the contract, 5,880,000. Contract duration, 174 calendar days, including pre-determined and work of the days. Source of fund, FY 2026, AIP based on the cost of bidding 10,000, pick-up license, mortgage. Next is contract ID number 26GB0013. Name of contract, construction of other building, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL, Amaro Elementary School. School ID is 115174. Barangay Biliailio, Municipality of Banoan, Province of Antique. With coordinates of 10.911720 and 122.054640. Location, Banoan, Antique. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL. Approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration, 174 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund, FY 2026, AIP based on GAA. Cost of bidding documents, 10,000. Pick-up license, small bidding. Contract ID number 26GB0014. Name of contract, construction of other building, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL in Bugasong Elementary School. School ID 115127, Barangay Ubay, Municipality of Libertad, Province of Antique. With coordinates of 11.754070 and 121.971660. Location, Libertad, Antique. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL. Approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration, 174 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund, FY 2026, AIP based on the cost of bidding documents, 10,000. Pick-up license, small bill. Next is contract ID number 26GB0015. Name of contract. Construction of other building, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL in Batunan Elementary School. School ID 11503. Batunan Norte, Poblacion, Antique. Coordinates of 11.737 and 122.4637. Location, Poblacion, Antique. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL. Budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration, 174 calendar days, including pre-determined and workable days. Source of fund, FY 2026, AIP based on GAA. Cost of bidding documents, 10,000. Pick-up license, small bill. Next is contract ID number 26GB0016. Name of contract, construction of other building, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL in Bangkal Element ES. School ID is 115368. Barangay Bangkal, Municipality of Taubas, 1 year. Close parenthesis down. Province of Antique with coordinates of 1012476120 and 121.952330. Location, California, Antique. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1 story to CL. Approval yet for the contract is 5,888,000. Contract duration 174 calendar days, including determined applicable days. Source of fund dependent in 6 AP based on GAA. Cost of living documents 10,000. Income license 1 Next, contract ID number 26 0017. Type of contract construction of other building, construction of 1 unit, 1 story 2CL in Bagabay Elementary School. School ID is 115028, Bagabay Industrial Ticket. With coordinates of 11,12,45663 and 122.07664. Location, Poblacion Ticket. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1 story 2CL. Approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration 174 calendar days, including predetermined and allowable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AIP based on GAA. Cost of living documents 10,000. Pickup license small fee. Next, contract ID number 26GP0018. Name of contract, construction of other building, construction 1 unit, 1 story 2CL in Binangbang Elementary School. School ID is 114959 Binangbang, Mapatag, with coordinates of 11.199840 and 122.082130. Location, Mapatag. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1 story 2CL. Approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration 174 calendar days, including redevelopment and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AIP based on GAA. Cost of bidding documents 10,000 pesos. Pickup license small fee. Contract ID number 26GB0019. Name of contract, construction of other building, construction of 1 unit, 1 story 2CL in Esperanza ES. School ID is 115295, Barangay Esperanza 2, Municipality of Cebu, Province of Antique. With coordinates of 10.805560 and 122.013950. Location, Cebu, Antique. Scope of works, construction of 1 unit, 1 story 2CL. Approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration 174 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AIP based on GAA. Cost of living documents 10,000 pesos. Pickup license only. Contract ID number 26GB0020. Name of contract, construction of water building, construction of 1 unit, 1 story 2CL of Tubis PS. School ID is 114967. Barangay Magtubis, Municipality of Orcasa, Province of Antique. With coordinates of 11.20078 and 122.05445. Location for Antique. Scope of works, construction 1 unit, 1 story 2CL. Approved budget for the contract is 5,880,000. Contract duration 174 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AIP based on GAA. Cost of living documents 10,000 pesos. Income license only. Contract ID number 26GB0021. Name of contract reconstruction of reconstruction to concrete pavement. Iloilo and DEO with kilometer 0128 plus 0372. Kilometer 0129 plus 000. Then kilometer 0131 plus 7452, kilometer 132 plus 417, kilometer 0132 plus 597 to kilometer 0132 plus 746, kilometer 0132 plus 884 to kilometer 0133 plus 030. Kilometer 0133 plus 150 to kilometer 0133 plus 500 and kilometer 0133 plus 551 to kilometer 0133 plus 670. Location of Municipality, scope of works, reconstruction of concrete pavement. Approved budget for the contract is 42,238,000 pesos. Contract duration 232 calendar days, including pre-determined and workshop days. Source of fund FY 2026 DIO based in DEO. Cost of bidding documents 25,000 pesos. Pickup license is 4 billion. Notification. Contract ID number 26GB0022. Name of contract reconstruction of concrete pavement, Iloilo of DEO, kilometer 0098 plus 117, 2 kilometers 0099 plus 170, and kilometer 0099 plus 619 to kilometer 0099 plus 734, and kilometer 0099 plus 7782, kilometer 0099 plus 859. Location San Jose, scope of works, reconstruction, concrete pavement. Approved budget for the contract is 19,986,120 pesos. Contract duration is 172 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AIP based on GAA. Cost of bidding documents 25,000 pesos. Pickup license only. Contract ID number 26GB0023. Name of contract. Reconstruction to concrete pavement. Iloilo DEO, kilometer 0101 plus 846 to kilometer 0103 plus 379 then. Kilometer 0103 plus 484 to kilometer 0104 plus 560. Location is Balamantique. Scope of works, reconstruction of concrete pavement. Approved budget for the contract 1,893,040 pesos. Contract duration 231 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 based on GAA. Cost of bidding documents 25,000 pesos. Pickup license medium. Contract ID number 26GB0024. Name of contract reconstruction to concrete pavement. Anini of Yas Carriageway. Kilometer 0083 plus 964 to kilometer 0084 plus 708. Kilometer 0085 plus 426 to kilometer 0085 plus 524. Kilometer 0086 plus 318 to kilometer 0086 plus 440. Kilometer 0090 plus 507 to kilometer 0091 plus 000 and kilometer 0103 plus 0002. Kilometer 0103 plus 621. Location and PK. Scope of works, reconstruction concrete pavement. Approved budget for the contract is 34,574,400 pesos. Contract duration 210 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days. Source of fund FY 2026 AIP based on GAA. Cost of bidding documents 25,000 pesos. Pickup license medium. Contract ID number 26GD0025. Name of contract road widening. Tibiao and Brgy Road, kilometer 0106+708 to kilometer 017+220. Location, Sibalong Antique. Scope of works, road widening. Approved budget for the contract is 32,653,600 pesos. Contract duration, 180 calendar days within predetermined number of days. Source of fund by 2026 AIP based on GDP. Cost of the documents, 25,000. Pickup license, PUP. Documents comprising the fee. First, envelope, technical component envelope. Bill chips, certificate of registration, funding of membership, in accordance with section 20 of RA 1, series 11. Pickup license and registration of list of joint venture. Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. Statement of SLCC. NFCC computation. JPA cover bid security in the website form among the related. Organizational chart for the procurement of the NPB. List number 2. List of contractors personnel. Project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman. To be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with the government qualification experience data. 3. List of contractors with your equipment units are all, which are all list under purchase agreements. Supported by proof of sheet of qualification of availability of equipment from the equipment level. Or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. Latest general information sheets reflecting to beneficial ownership information due received by the securities and exchange commission for corporations. Sworn of 11 of the European beneficial ownership following the template attached as an state for all figures including sole proprietorships. And 6, pursuant to the 0110 series of 2024, the ISO 9001 of 2018 certification which latest version as available as part of project requirements in the bidding documents for its respective projects with become size rates from A, medium A, and medium B. Contractors for projects costing more than 30 million. Submission of a valid certificate is mandatory. Omnibus sword statement in accordance with section 54.3 of RA 1009. Competitive bidding eligibility requirements. Failure of bidder to obtain diligent certificate of registration, platinum membership, will declare and updated supporting documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the bidder certificate. Major categories of work. For contract ID numbers 26GB008, 26GB0020, DICWO PLC. Construction without bites, no-rise, complete build 1 to 5 stories. The following are similar categories of works that shall be considered in the evaluation of what experience required from the contract to be bid. DICWP, HCCP, DICWP, HCCP 16, DICWP, LCCP buildings, DICWP, HCPP buildings, DICWP, HCPP 16 buildings, BICWP LCDP buildings, and BICWOPH buildings. BIOWOPHC 16 buildings, BICWP MCDP buildings, BIOWP MCCP buildings, BICWOP MC buildings. For contract ID numbers 26GB0021 to 26GB0024, major categories of work are POs, rehabilitation, PCC. Similar categories of work are CT roads, construction, PCCP, FCTP roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. For contract ID number 26GB0025, major categories of work are CT roads, construction, PCCP. Similar categories of work are RP roads, rehabilitation, PCCP, FCTP roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. Minimum work experience requirement for key personnel, project manager. Minimum years of similar experience, same position, 1 year. Minimum years of total work experience, same position, 1 year. 3 to 10 project engineers. Minimum years of similar experience, same position, 1 year. Minimum years of total work experience, same position, 1 year. Materials engineer. Minimum years of experience, same position, 1 year. And minimum years of total work experience, same position, 1 year. For foreman, minimum years of similar experience, same position, 5 years, and minimum years of total work experience, same position, 5 years. Only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects subject to the following limits of assignment as per DEO 169 series of 2025. Classification limits of assignment. P2. Then 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments but with an aggregate cost of 1.5 billion pesos. PE1, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, each costing not more than 150 million but with an aggregate cost of 1 billion pesos. Provisional engineer, 10 contracts located in the same region for simultaneous assignment, each costing not more than 100 million but with an aggregate cost of 500 million pesos. Minimum major equipment requirements for contract ID numbers 26GB008 to 26GB0020. Equipment. Cargo service truck. Capacity of 2 to 5 metric tons, 160 horsepower. Number of units, 1 owned or leased. 1 bagger mixer with 4 to 6 cubic feet per minute. 1 owned. Minimum major equipment requirement for contract IDs number 26GB0021 to 6GB0025. Equipment. Backhoe breaker, capacity is 180 cubic meter. Number of units, 1 owned or leased. Dump truck with capacity of 12 cubic yard, 1 owned and 1 owned and leased. Authorized road grader, 140 horsepower. Number of units, 1 owned or leased. 1.5 cubic meter. Number of units, 1 owned or leased. Transit mixer, 5 cubic meter. 1 owned or leased. Laboratory roller, 10 metric tons. Number of units, 1 owned or leased. Second envelope, financial component envelope. Original of duly assigned, published financial bid form. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. During of this detailed estimates form including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, equipment rentals used in coming up with a big transport by quarter. Notes on the personal equipment requirements of the budget as per DEO number 9 series of 2012 requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that one, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded of the contract. And two, she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sale bid. Also, to be verified within post qualification is the list of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in specified location, then the bidder shall be post disqualified. Now, under paragraph 10 of the invitation to bid states that only authorized license officer will be registered in the civil works application of the DPWH central office with the presentation with his or ID shall allow to transact, purchase or drop bids for 1 month sufficient. Section 8 bill of contents. Signature box. A signature box shall be added at the bottom of each page of the bill of contents, where the authorized representative of the bidder shall affix his signature. Failure of the authorized representative studies and evaluates of the bill of contents shall be a cause for rejection of his bid. Bid security, the bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security amount bid security percent of ABC. Cost or measures on the extent issued by a bank 2%. Bank guarantee or irrevocable letter issued by a bank 5%. Sure callable upon demand issued by security or insurance company issued by the insurance commission as authorized to issue such security 5%. Bid securing declaration, no person required. Bid security shall be valid for 120 calendar days from the date of opening of bids. Sealing and marking of bids. Bidders shall enclose the technical document described in ITV close 12 in one sealed envelope marked technical component. The financial component in another sealed envelope marked financial component, sealing them all in outer envelope marked bid. The bid is indicated to be the funds and bid type of identity and certified by the bidder or its authorized representative. All envelopes shall contain the name of contract bidding capital letters. Here the name and address of the bidder capital letters. Letter will be addressed to the procuring entities in accordance with ITP clause 1.1 and letter will be here specific identification of this bidding process indicated to the ITP clause 1.1. Here warning not happened before. Date and time for the opening of bids in accordance with ITP clause 919. For manually submitted bid envelopes that are not properly sealed and marked as required to bidding documents, same shall be accepted, provided that the bidder or its duly authorized representative shall acknowledge such condition of the bid as submitted. On the other hand, unsealed or unmarked bid envelopes or bids that cannot be opened or corrupted in case of online submission will be rejected. The box shall assume no responsibility for misplaced or lost contents of the improperly sealed or marked bid or for its premature opening. Deadline for submission of bids. The deadline for submission of bids is on March 24, 2026, 10 a.m. Opening of preliminary examination of bids. The box shall only bids in public using a non-discretionary pass criterion of time on the date and at the place specified in paragraph 9 of the invitation to bid. The preliminary examination of bids shall be governed by section 59 of the IRR of RA number 12009. Detailed evaluation and comparison of bids. The box shall immediately conduct a detailed evaluation of all bids that pass using non-discretionary pass or fail criteria. The box shall consider the participants in the evaluation of bids under section 61 of the IRR of RA number 12009 determine those cultivated bid, such as completeness of the bids, unless the instruction to bidders specifically allow partial bids. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable, bid of bids can be considered non-responsive and thus automatically disqualified. However, when no price or a zero or a plus is indicated in a required item in the bid form, the same shall be construed that it is being offered for free to the government except those required by law or regulations to be provided for. Arithmetical corrections. The box shall consider computational errors and omissions to enable proper comparison according to the bids. It may also consider bid modifications if expressly allowed in the bidding document. Any adjustments shall be calculated in monetary terms to determine the calculated prices. Section 61. 2.3 of RA 12009. In case of discrepancies between bid prices in figures and in words, the latter shall be paid. So, total price per item and unit price for the item as extended multiplied by the quantity of that item, the latter shall be paid. Stated total price and actual sum of prices for the item, the latter shall be paid. Or unit cost is the detailed estimated unit cost the bill of one case, the latter shall be paid. Amount in price schedule in the bid for the latter shall be paid. Cost qualification. The cost qualifications shall verify, validate, and ascertain all statements and documents, licenses, certificates submitted by the LC. The criteria shall consider but shall not be limited to the following. Legal requirements to verify, validate, and certain licenses, certificates, permits, and agreements submitted by the bidder, and the fact that it is not included in any practice as provided in section 25.3 of the IRR. Technical requirements to determine compliance of the infrastructure projects occurred with the requirements specified in the bidding documents, including where applicable. Verification of accreditation will be stated competence and experience. The competence and experience of the bidders key personnel to be assigned project for the fulfillment of infrastructure projects. Verification of availability and commitment and or inspections and distinct requirement capacities and ability conditions. If candidates be all these under purchase to be used in the contract as well as checking the performance of the bidder with its ongoing government and private contracts. If any of these ongoing contracts show a negative slippage of at least 50% in any one project or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. Number B, failure of the contractor to commence repair works on ongoing contracts within 7 days, 7 calendar days, and complete them within 30 calendar days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of the best services. That is a failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance within 30 calendar days and complete them within 90 days after receipt of
May item na.
letter D, some standard quality work as per contract plans and specifications or unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's regulations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. Financial requirements to verify, validate, and ascertain the bid price proposal of the bidder and the bidder's NFCC to ensure that the bidder can sustain the daily cash flow of the transaction. Section 62.2, the bidder will extend the goal period of 5 calendar days from receipt of notice from bank and it submitted the LCB shall submit all the legitimate documents supporting its validity certificate of registration. Its latest income and business tax returns filed for the preceding quarters which should not be earlier than 2 quarters from the date of submission receipt of it. Other appropriate licenses permits required by law stated in the DPWH. Failure to submit any of the post qualification requirements on time or finding against the veracity thereof shall disqualify the bidder or award, provided that in the event that a finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security. Signing of the contract. The documents required in section 66.12 of the IRR of RA number 12009 shall form part of the contract. This is not contractor documents indicated the goods.
Reminders for vendors, as per a number regulated February 2020, February 24, 2026, certain affidavit of eligibility of beneficial ownership is not required in the technical proposal. So, any questions from our perspective leaders? None. Now we'll proceed to the opening of the financial component for one group's project. So the result or manual eligibility check were conducted by our DPWH found that MQ Enterprises, Grading Construction and Supply, and V2J Civil Engineering Construction found eligible. Now we'll open the financial component of MQ Enterprises. Property one and seal. So for the financial component of MQ, B4, present, price schedule, present, bid offer, 3,453,800 pesos. 3,453,800 pesos. Next bidder is Rating Construction and Supply. Discount offer 9. So for the financial proposal of Rating Construction and Supply, before present, price schedule of goods present, bid offered 3,446,320 pesos only. Bid offered 3,446,320 pesos only. Discount offer none. Next bidder is D2J Civil Engineering Construction. Property mark and seal. So for the financial proposal of D2J Civil Engineering Construction, before present, price details present, bid offer 3,455,620 pesos only. Bid offer 3,455,620 pesos only. Pass. Discount offer none. Pass. All bids are subject for post qualification conducted by our DPWH. So, any questions or qualifications? So, if none, our opening of bids and pre-bid conference ended at 11:20 in the morning. Thank you and good morning.